Astroneer is a pretty chill game where we, the player, can accidentally blow up. But what's also in the game are a bunch of collectible research items. And if you're like me and you go, "Ooh, what's this?" Or, "What's with all these bombs?" Well, then this video is for you. Glacio is a cold planet. It is filled with glaciers, and it is the windiest planet of its solar system. Glacio's terrain is predominantly flat and open, making it one of the best planets to rover around. Glacio is also home to a lot of explosive plants. You have the volatile cataplant that rains its bombs on you. You have the defensive pop coral that blows up when disturbed. And most dangerously, you have the explosive boomaloon that blows up when you are near it.
No!
There are a total of 9 research items that are unique to Glacio, and each and every one of them give off more than 1,500 bytes. You can find 4 of them out in the open, 2 with a bit of digging, and 3 that will take you underground. We'll start with the Icy Research Items. The Icy Research Items can all be found on glaciers. To find the packed ice, look for ice spikes that protrude from the glacier. It will likely be in the middle of the spikes. To find the black ice, scale upwards to a glacial plateau. It will be out in the open, so just go up to it and pick it up. As for the blue ice, look for tipped ice cones that give off research samples. They can either be found with the ice spikes or on the plateaus, so just dig below them and you may find it. The Icy Research Items give off between 1,600 bytes to 2,600 bytes. Their shape is unique to Glacio, and the black ice itself has an overwhelming presence, making Glacio the best place to farm for research bytes. Moving on to the Organic Research Items. The organic research items can be found on Glacio's surface plants. To find the valley flower, look for the floret of the valley. When a young floret grows into an adult, it blossoms a flower on top of its sepal. To obtain the valley flower, simply walk up to it and pluck it off. The cold bud and the cold root can be found on the cold lotus in Glacio's basins. When a lotus puff grows up and eventually buds, it blossoms a cold bud on top of its pods. As the plant continues to grow, it will develop seeds in the form of research samples, and if left alone, the cold lotus will grow into a gigantic stalk, giving it a pillar-like appearance. The cold bud can be nipped off from the lotus, and as for the cold root, you can find it by digging below the seed pods. The cold root can also be found under a mature pulse bloom. When a young pulse bloom grows, it will eventually develop research samples. Dig below it, and you may find it. The organic research items give off between 1,575 bytes to 2,520 bytes. They all have a unique shape, and they all fit well with Glacio's theme due to their bluish coloring. Besides the research item, there is another collectible item that can only be found in Glacio, and that's the Astral Figurine. The Astral Figurine is an exclusive item that can only be obtained during a special event. During the Project Cheer limited time event, the Astral Figurine can be found in Glacio, disguised as an Ice-olated Specimen. If you disturb the specimen, it will reveal its true form. Therefore, I advise exploiting the fun out of it before you turn it. Like how we did! Special thanks to NotPC for providing his game footage for us to use in that montage. Now, let's get back into the research items. Let's go underground for the Subterranean research items. You can find the rime geode within the first 4 layers beneath the surface. It will be resting on top of a cracked block that resembles Kalidor's cracked block research item. To find the glow sack, go deeper until you enter a beautiful crystal floral cathedral layer. The glow sack can be easily found on the crystal Flora. The crystal Flora starts off as a miniature, and as it grows bigger and bigger, it will eventually give off light in the form of a glow sack. After this stage, the Flora will continue to grow until it towers the layer, giving the biome its signature magical look. Finally, to look for the rhodonite, go deeper until you're right before the core. Look for hexagonal columns, and you'll be able to find the rhodonite attached to it. Alternatively, look for stalagmites that give off research samples. Dig below them, and you may find it. The Subterranean research items give off the most bytes. They make up the top 3 byte producers, and the rhodonite steals the ice crown by giving off more than 10,000 bytes. Now that you know where to find all the research items in Glacio, here's a ranking of their byte value. And here's my ranking of their design value. And to put them into tiers, I put the blue ice, the rime geode, and the rhodonite into C tier, and that's because, despite their cool shapes, the blue ice and the rime geode are colored too dull for my liking. The rhodonite, on the other hand, is too brightly out of place, as I believe its colors would match either Visanya or Novice instead. The remaining Icy Research items will go into B tier, and it is because not only do they have a unique shape, their appearance is oddly grounded yet appropriate for Glacio. For A tier, we have the surface organic research items for their cool shapes and appropriate coloring, and finally for S tier, we have the glow sack. The glow sack is the only research item in Glacio that gives off light. Not only does the glow sack have a nice bluish hue, it also enhances Glacio's natural environment by giving it a magical touch. But what do you guys think? Leave a comment below to share about your stories with these research items. Since Glacio is our main base of collection, we can finally add the local research items into our exhibit. So stay tuned for the remaining research items from Atrox and beyond. That's going to do it for today. If you enjoy my content, be sure to leave a like and share it with all of your Astroneer buddies. If you want to see more videos from me, consider subscribing and ring the notification bell to be notified when I release new videos. That's it from me. My name is SandboxNate. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, yeah.